Hi friends, welcome to Camp for All Chopped. My name's Ian McKenzie. I'll be your host and cameraman today. I'm a program supervisor here at Camp for All. You don't want to see me, you want to see some cooking, so we'll get right into it. Alright, just know today that we are not social distancing, although it's important. We all live together here at camp full time. So everyone involved in this is living and working out here at camp full time right now during this time. So let's meet our contestants. I'm going to transition behind the camera here. We got our first contestant, the odds-on favorite, in my humble opinion, Abbey Wright. She's got her own cooking show on Facebook Live. We'll see how she does. Next up, we got Alice Hayfley. She's a huge Chops fan. She's also hoping to learn how to cook something today. I'm skeptical, but we'll see. Go for it, Alice. Yeah. And last, we got Jacob Garcia. He's also a program supervisor. He loves to barbecue. Unfortunately, there's no barbecues in the kitchen today, so we'll see how he does. Awesome. All right, let's pan over and introduce our ingredients. First up, Jacob, pull that bandana and tell us about our protein.
Oh, we got some pork chops. Here we go.
Get a good look at that. Can you hold it up for me, Jacob? All right, how you feeling about pork chops?
I love pork chops.
All right.
You could say it's one of my
Are those bone in? No bone?
No bones.
What do you got here? Okay,
No bones.
cool. All right,
Pre-tenderized.
Alice, tell us about our next.
We have some peanut butter peanut shaped sandwich cookies.
Interesting.
Yep.
How you feeling about that?
Actually pretty confident.
Cool.
Yes.
Cool. Abby, what do we got next?
I don't know. Oh my god, it's red hot jalapeno jelly. Great.
I think a little is going to go a long way.
We'll see.
All right.
It's rough.
Alice, can you tell us about our last ingredient?
Are these persimmons? Or they're Mexican guavas. This is a Mexican guava. And I don't know how to cook with this, so that's great.
So just so everyone knows, I bought the ingredients yesterday and discovered Mexican guavas existed yesterday at HEB. So pretty excited about that one. All right. We got the timer ready. All right. In 3, 2, 1. Timer has begun. All of our cooks are going to start cooking. It's a frantic dash, as you can see.
Okay, what is this?
We'll let them get going. And next, let's meet our judges. First up, our camp director, Kurt Podeszwa. He loves to eat. He's also a Camp for All renowned sushi chef. He knows what he's talking about in the judging world of food. Next up, we got Indigo. She's a barista. That's close to food. So we're hopeful that she'll have some great input for our contestants. And finally, we've got Salem. Salem loves the Great British Baking Show. I don't know if any of our contestants will have time to bake anything today, but I think that would be Salem's favorite option. Wow. All right, let's see what some of our contestants are doing here. Jacob, what do you got going on?
Well, right now I'm just constructing the cookies.
Okay, so you're gonna go for the peanut butter. What are you hoping to do with that peanut butter?
I'm probably gonna put the peanut butter away or just use the cookie.
Gotcha. Okay, if you want to, don't throw it away and just maybe just.
We'll see if I make.
Pass along some of the waste product. That'd be fine.
I gotcha.
What are you gonna do with the cookie crumble here?
I think I might use it as some kind of breading.
Interesting.
We'll see.
Okay, and what is the main goal? What is the end product they're thinking about here?
I guess we'll find out.
Okay.
I'm not entirely sure.
What's the ingredient you're most looking forward to working with today?
I'm interested to use the guava.
Do you know what guava tastes like?
Yeah. We have guava juice in the dining hall. Oh, see?
All right, so it sounds like Jacob is our guava expert, so we'll see what he does with that. Let's see what Alice has got going on. Alice, your hands are getting dirty there. What do you got going on here?
I'm making a pie crust, pie dough, so this is going to go in the fridge.
Okay. The goal is for that to be cold, I assume?
Well, we just want it to get a little bit chilled.
Okay. Yep.
And
Great use of washing hands going on here. It's really important. I see you're working with that guava.
Yeah.
What do you got going on?
Honestly, I am not really sure. I don't know what parts of the guava you can eat, but we're gonna use everything but the skin. And I think I'm gonna make some sort of like sauce potentially out of guava and jam.
Cool.
And then that's what I got so far.
Cool.
We'll see. Yeah, I don't know.
What is the ingredient you're most excited to work with today?
Oh, excited. I know what pork chops are, and I feel like I could do okay with that. So we're gonna say pork chops.
That's great.
Yep.
What is the end goal here?
Yes.
Okay, we'll follow back around.
Edible meal.
We'll follow up with you later.
Okay, great. Can't wait.
I hesitate to get in Alice's way here. She's moving quickly.
I just need a lot of ingredients.
She's making her way to another fridge. What are you going for here now, Alice?
I'm going to grab an onion because aromatics are a really important part of any dish.
Yeah, you're gonna have to explain what that word means.
So aromatics means that it is something that adds both flavor and like the first thing that you eat with is your nose. So really the first thing that you do is your eyes. So you need to make sure that your presentation is good. But yeah, so onions and garlic and all that stuff are considered aromatics.
Cool. Jacob's making his way over. He's got some produce. Thought he might be going for the spices already, but he's going to be chopping some veggies, looks like. Oh, now he's going back to the spice shelf. Ooh.
I'm just going. I feel like these are going to be
He's getting a nice assortment. I gotta say, I'm really impressed with Jacob's presentation during his cooking method here. All right, so get a good look at your blended Nutter butters.
My only issue is that pork takes a really long time to cook.
Let's see what he went for here.
Does it?
A little garlic powder, some ground black pepper,
What? I haven't used it.
ooh, seasoned salt.
So how do you
Okay.
Oh, stick it in, twist it to make sure that it's sorry. Yeah, you just have to like make sure that
Lindsay, that's a great question. They've got 30 minutes. I'll pan over to the timer here. You can see we've gone through about 5 minutes.
And we should talk probably a little bit about the criteria.
Yeah, why don't you talk about the judging criteria that we have
So
going on?
we've been sitting here watching, thinking about our criteria, because we're judging on 3 different things: creativity, taste, and presentation.
Interesting. Salem, what are your impressions of the initial steps that our contestants have taken so far?
I'm excited. They all seem like they're creating very different dishes, so it'll be fun to try.
I'm interested in the timeliness of getting some of the creative ideas done. I think the balance with this in creativity is making sure that you can actually complete a dish.
Absolutely. Looks like Alice is going to work on the pork here.
I'm a vegetarian.
So Alice, if you didn't have pork around, so I guess tell us what you're going for a pie.
So I'm making
What could you use as a substitute for this pork?
I mean, you can use any. The cool thing about most vegetarian proteins is that they'll take on the taste of whatever sauces you put on it. So, like I'm using onion and garlic, but I'm also gonna throw some of that jelly in there to give it a sweetness. And then, I mean, I guess I'll put the mango in there as well. Everything's going to fry.
Cool.
So, we'll see what happens. Maybe it'll be delicious. Wouldn't that be cool?
Sure, the judges agreed.
Well, Alice, you know how you brought hot pepper jelly?
Yeah.
Looks like Alice has got something going in the big skillet. Ooh. Abby's cracking eggs. Abby, what are you gonna do with these?
I think I'm gonna try and bread the tenderloin.
Okay.
I didn't use much of the peanut butter because it's a very strong flavor, but hopefully.
So you got some peanut butter in that breading?
Some of the nutter butter, like ground up. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. Well, I was right.
That's fun.
Yeah, we'll see.
Go check in on Chef Jacob over here. He's working and ooh.
I don't either.
Jacob, tell us what you got going on the skillet here.
We're doing some breaded pork chops. Just mixed up the cookies with some seasoning, and I guess we'll see how it turns out.
We do have a question for the judges
Yeah.
coming from our Facebook Live. And the question is the ingredients that we're going to eat here today, is this something that is a normal part of our diet, or are we expanding our horizons? You want to start with that, Indigo?
Well, my quarantine diet, the nutter butters like really fit in with that
Okay.
specifically,
There is
but
that.
like everything else is expanding my horizons for sure.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, definitely. The hot pepper jelly is definitely something that would be in my normal diet. I like a lot of spicy foods, but pork, I don't eat a lot of pork. I mostly just eat chicken, so this will be interesting.
I do enjoy a pork chop, although I have not had as much of it lately. But pepper jelly is something that you can use in a lot of different ways. You can use it in a vinaigrette. I like it with scrambled eggs. So I'm interested to see how they use the pepper jelly. I will be honest though, the peanut cookies, I don't remember if or when the last time was I had one of those. So that'll be new to me. And also the guava, that's true. Although we do have guava juice, so I've had guava juice, but I've never eaten a guava. So I think it's a combination of expanding, but also I think their different interpretations of it are going to be interesting. I don't know exactly what is Jacob doing.
Jacob's got breaded pork going on the skillet over there.
Okay, so you got 2 breaded pork chops,
Yeah.
or 2 breaded pieces of pork, and then the pie.
All right. Cut over. Jacob's doing something interesting over here. What do you got going on?
I think I'm gonna make a salad with spinach and some other ingredients.
Okay.
So we'll see how it turns out.
So you're squeezing some lime in there or some spinach.
I don't know if our contestants would like some advice from the live viewing audience.
Yes.
Reagan does let us know that the cookies are interesting, but wants to make sure that you don't over caramelize the sugar in them, so it's something to be careful of.
Oh, thank you so much, Reagan. Update on the time.
Where are we at?
About 12 minutes have gone by.
Oh, I thought you meant 12 minutes left. I think that shot through my body. I was like, time? Can't move that fast.
Looks like Alice is getting ready to put something in the oven.
I do have a question. Ashley's wondering if people can buy Camp for All shirts online. We don't have an online store, however, If you email me or Beth, we can probably work something out.
Oh, Alex, yours looks really good.
What's that?
Thank you.
Yeah, and I'll
Love
put
to
the email
see the
in
good
the comments.
sportsmanship in action there.
I don't know. I'm so nervous that this is not gonna be hitting me nuts, that it's not gonna
Take a look at Jacob's pork over here on the skillet. How you feeling about those, Jacob?
Smells pretty good. Smells good.
I don't know if somebody hasn't started cooking meat yet, but I will tell you that Lindsay suggested you better get going on it.
Just gonna throw some cookies.
Reagan is saying that since y'all are program supervisors, you should figure out a way to make this a Camp for All cooking activity for campers. How interesting would that be? Reagan, I will tell you that I have actually been here before when Camp Fever has done a chopped version. One of the criteria being that they could only have so much fee in each of the dishes. I was lucky enough to be a judge for that, and so this seems to be a good position for me.
Okay, so for some of our latecomers, why don't you refresh us on what you're going for and what adjustments you might have made?
Yeah, sure. I am making a pork chop and red pepper jelly pie, like meat pie, hand pie, with a crumble of Nutter butter, and we're gonna do something with this also.
That's really light chop, so people are like, I still don't know what I'm going to do with it.
You want to try her?
Jacob's got a salad going.
Our audience did notice that you did a great job of turning away from everything when you had to sneeze, Alice.
Oh, thank you. Practicing good hygiene.
All right, Abby. What are you going for now?
I think I'm gonna do like a little bit of some sort of bread on the side.
Okay.
I haven't really like figured out how to tie it in yet, but it doesn't seem like I have enough going on, so I'm gonna try and do some more. Can't say if that's a good call or not, but we'll see. How much time is left? It's so good.
We are halfway through our cooking time.
15 minutes.
Yeah, I'm with you. How do you feel about raw meat?
I love it.
Good.
Abby, what are the flavors you're hoping will come through here?
Hoping, edible and delicious. Realistically, I mean, this doesn't smell too bad. This is gonna be the sauce over the pork chops. Again, hoping that you can eat all of the guava because it's all in there.
A little damp.
All right, Alice, how have you incorporated all of your ingredients into this?
Well, everything's in the pie.
Interesting. Looks like maybe you blended up some of the...
Yeah, the Nutter butters are gonna go on top.
Interesting.
I don't know what possessed me to do this, but here we are. It's all happening. I didn't even taste this.
Oh boy. You're a taste as you go kind of person too.
I know. This might explode. Stop going me.
Jacob, what are you going to do with that onion? Is it going in?
It's going on the salad.
Okay.
Like Jacob's got like sides going. And...
Yeah.
How are you going to present this with the pork you got going over there on the skillet?
That's a good question. Once I have a little bit of time left, I'm gonna figure out what plating's gonna look like.
All right, we'll check back later. Salem, midway impressions.
I am definitely very interested to try some of these dishes and see how they combine all these ingredients together.
Hey, Indigo. Give us your impression of the differences in how each of them approaches their task in the kitchen.
Alice definitely came in with a plan beforehand. So I think that's gonna work out for her if that cooks in time. I think Abby will pull through, however, right now she looks a little nervous. And then Jacob is just like calm, cool, and collected.
Jacob looks like he would be put through his regular kitchen.
Yeah,
Alex, can you just see me?
Well, now that he said that, I think it gives us an impression that there's more going on, but he definitely seemed to be
already has
laid
plate.
back and
Wow.
calm. He's already getting his plate.
12 minutes left and he still has his place ready.
You know, one of the things that I was thinking about with the jelly, the spicy jelly, you know what it made me think about? Do you know what you call blueberries playing a guitar?
I know.
A jam session.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Nice food joke. No, little food humor is good. Good. Hey, do you know why they don't serve escargot at McDonald's? Because it's not fast food.
On that note, let's check in with the contestants. We were just talking about the jelly. Abby, tell us about how you're planning to incorporate your red pepper jelly.
Okay, so what I did, I don't know, we'll see. I put some of it with the guava. Oh my gosh, my hands are so slippery. And I let it kind of cook and melt down, and then I made, I don't think it really melts, but, and then I made this sauce that's gonna go over the pork chop. So we'll see, I have no idea. It smells iffy, here we go. Oh, I don't think you're supposed to eat the seeds. Oh no. It's gonna be a little crunchy, but it'll be fine. It's not bad though.
Jacob, how are you incorporating that jelly? I see it's one of the ingredients still left on the table here.
It's gonna go on top of the pork chop.
Gotcha.
Shell topping.
He's already plating. This is salad.
Jacob's plating his salad. A little time update for you guys. Just under 10 minutes left.
I do have a comment for Emily, who thinks that I'm the only one laughing at my jokes. You're probably right, but people are groaning. And for me, that's, kind of the same thing. So why couldn't the sesame seed leave the casino? Emily, do you know that? Why couldn't the sesame seed leave the casino? Because he was on a roll. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I think that was Jacob
Just
in the
pan
background.
over to Salem's reaction right here. Good representation of the room.
I'm too focused, but generally I think they're funny. I didn't hear it.
That's true. Abby does normally laugh at my jokes.
I also have a father
All
that
right.
loves that joke.
Let's check in on Alice over here. Alice, what do you got going in the skillet?
Well, some of the dregs of the pie stuff, I'm gonna make it a little bit more au jus, a little juice.
You're gonna have to explain
Okay.
every word that you just used to
Okay, so
describe
this is
cooking.
what's left over from the meat that I was cooking. And I threw some more of the weird mango in there to just kind of cook it down a little bit. And maybe after Abby's done, I'll throw some vinegar in there also. Maybe a little applesauce. I don't know. We're just gonna make
right
sauce.
now. I just gotta find something to cook it with.
Jacob's walking over to the fridge. What do you got going on here?
I was putting cheese back into the fridge.
Wow. Staying organized in the process. Love it.
We've got an 8-minute warning. 8 minutes. Catch
hydrated, Jacob. Nice and calm.
Jacob, drinking water and having fun.
Okay, the oven's open, so I gotta get up a minute. Jake, can you stay too relaxed? It's making me nervous.
Just so you're aware, we preheated ovens to 400. Give the contestants a little extra time. Oh, and now the wait.
Jacob, Emily says that you're like her. You're going to need to explain every word you just used.
That peanut butter, delicious.
You know,
How has this lived up to your expectations, Salem?
This is really exciting. I'll let you know once I try all the food, but it's really kind of fun to watch everyone in the kitchen cooking like this.
I do have a joke specifically for Alice. Alice is kind of a movie buff. Alice?
What?
Have you seen the movie about the hot dog?
No, I haven't seen the movie about the hot dog.
It was an Oscar winner.
You were distracting me?
Oh, Abby's got
Jacob, are
something
you
interesting
done?
going on in here. All right, Abby,
Yes.
you look like you got some food on some plates. Tell us about what you got going on here.
Okay, so like I said, I breaded the pork chop with a little bit of the peanut butter cookie and then some different seasonings. And then cook that. Hopefully it's cooked all the way through. And then I got just some like bread underneath, toasted with a little bit of garlic and butter on it. And then my interesting guava and hot pepper jam on top.
Okay.
That's all I got right now. And I got 5 minutes, so I feel like that's okay. I feel like maybe I should have used
That is
all
a
the time,
good,
but-
good reference. It is crunch time, if you will.
5 minutes.
5 minutes left to go. Get a good look at Jacob's salad here. 3 plates for 3 judges.
Probably not. You're not.
What all did you incorporate into the salad here, Jacob?
We got some spinach, some bell peppers, some mushrooms, some tomatoes, some onions, a little bit feta on top.
It looks like there's just light dressing. What's
It's
going on there?
the guava with some lime juice.
Interesting.
I'm worried that this was something.
Are you feeling good about these being done?
Oh yeah.
I don't.
Those are perfect. Don't worry.
Jacob is confident. All right, we got some heat in the kitchen.
I wonder if Johnny's watching.
What are you waiting for?
Time to wait. I don't want to play too early.
4 minutes.
4 minutes left.
Okay. So I feel like now I'm gonna panic.
Jacob, so what are the last steps here in the last 4 minutes?
I don't want to plate too early. I want everything to stay warm, so I just turn this down, and I'm just waiting a little bit. Just gonna throw the pork chops on, throw a little jalapeno jelly stuff on. We'll see how it goes.
Very sweet. What's in that? I don't know.
Alice, what do you got going on here?
I don't know.
She seems to have blended some of the ingredients together into some sort of.
Okay, so it needs salt.
I agree. I don't know about y'all, but I'm getting a little hungry.
The jam and the guava.
This is looking good.
Yeah. And then lime and lemon. Salt.
Alice going for the eyeball technique. Very bold choice.
I'm really committing to this right now. If I'm gonna mess it up, I'm gonna mess up big. Honestly, it's sweet. Okay, but
We need to.
Do you need help with anything?
so
Probably. No.
Oh.
No. Would you like to hear some fun facts? Maybe people can guess.
Yeah.
All right, Abby, are you waiting on anything or?
I don't think so. I think I just need to not touch it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to ruin a potentially good thing.
Time update for you. We got just under 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Impressions, Kurt?
Well, I'm getting pretty excited. It's looking, I think they're going to get done in time. I was a little bit worried that not everybody was going to get done in time, but it looks like they've got the time to get everything plated. I'm interested to try and look at the presentations.
Indigo, what are your thoughts?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm still mildly amused by all of our contestants, and that's pretty much it right now.
The camera wasn't on her face, but watching Abby when she tasted Alice's sauce that she was making, that was priceless. It gives us a little bit of concern, but I think we're going to be okay.
No,
so.
it was good. It was just like startling. You know, I wasn't expecting it, but it was good.
Okay.
Yes. Startling is not what I was going for.
No. Oh wow. You're
Salem,
straight down on top.
just off of watching the preparation process, are there any you're specifically excited to try?
Oh.
Oh, but
I'm definitely interested to try Abby's. You guys didn't see earlier, but she went over to the pantry and grabbed the rice wine vinegar and just kind of sniffed it and was like, and used that I think in her dish. So I'm interested to see what hers tastes like.
no less than a
Very
minute.
interesting. Good insights.
All right, it's time to get plated.
All right, Jacob, you plated up.
Plated.
Do we know what order?
And okay, talk to us about how much jelly you chose to use. Why did you give it a try beforehand?
No.
Cool.
I mean, I've tried it before.
Are you looking for spicy?
I mean, a little bit.
Oh,
Just
look
enough.
at Abby
But
helping
you just
me.
put a little bit on there. That way they can kind
We're
of
not just
put as much
roommates,
as
we're
they
also
want
friends.
into their bite.
20 seconds.
Excellent strategy.
Alright. Are you putting your sauce?
Last minute touches to the plates.
Abby's
13 seconds.
looks like she's made her adjustments.
I didn't do it. Justin.
Alice is working.
4.
No,
3,
no,
2.
Utensils down, hands up. Frantic finish there for Alice.
Wow.
well done, everybody.
Nice.
Well done,
Oh
contestants.
boy.
Wow, we got so much variety
Yeah.
in technique and in presentation and in the final outcome. So, judges, are y'all ready to do some tasting?
Let's do that. Where do we want to start?
Let's start on the left over here with Jacob.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Well, mine.
Probably you should be last. All right.
All right, Jacob, can you give our judges a final description of your dish here?
All right, so I prepared basically a cookie breaded pork chop with jalapeno jam on top and a spinach salad with a lime guava dressing and some feta on top.
All right. Let's try this.
All right.
I'm going for the salad first. There. Straight from the meat.
Salem, what flavors are coming through on that pork chop?
I definitely am tasting the jelly with it. It's got a nice flavor. I like it. There's not too much of the peanut butter since you kind of scraped it out in there, which I'm enjoying. I don't know if I would have enjoyed too much peanut butter on the
Yeah.
pork.
I was skeptical of the jelly on top, but it mixes well.
It does. I think the pork chop is cooked very well. I like the color of the plate, the presentation there. the pork chop didn't look as appetizing as it is. I will tell you that it tastes a lot better than what it looks like. I think the only thing I would say is I think the jelly pairs well, but I don't feel like you transformed the jelly as an ingredient.
I like the guava lime dressing on here. It's a nice mix of flavors.
Jacob, how are you feeling about your work today?
I mean, pretty good. Really wasn't sure where I was gonna go. The whole time I was thinking I was gonna make Mexican food, and here we are with that. So,
What was the most challenging part? What was the most challenging ingredient to work with?
I'm not sure. I mean, everything just kind of ended up flowing pretty well, I think, in my opinion.
Awesome. All right, judges, don't fill up too much.
That's
we
right.
got a lot more to go. All right, so we'll pull away Jacob's.
Thank you.
All right, Abby, let's go to you next. Can you talk about what you prepared for our judges today?
Yes. So I made kind of like an open-faced pork tenderloins. I don't want to call it a sandwich, but there is. So the pork is breaded with a little bit of the peanut butter cracker, and not very much. I was a little bit concerned about that flavor. And then the spread on top is the guava and the hot pepper jam, with a little bit of lemon and lime and that rice vinegar that I smelled. So hopefully you enjoy.
The pork looks cooked. Yeah.
Great. I'm not a big
It's a good
pork
sign.
person either, so that is not something I frequently cook. I actually just said the other day that I discovered I like pork. So,
What were some of the big challenges with the ingredients that we had
I
today?
struggled with the guava. I'm a little concerned about the seeds. Don't want to plant any seeds. I'll like that later. But it's a little interesting. But I think it was just something I never really dealt with before.
I like the sweet mix
so,
for both of them
yeah,
with the pork
it's
chop.
interesting.
I think that goes really well.
What was your favorite ingredient to work with today?
Probably just the pork. It was very basic. You don't really have to transform it. That was kind of like,
It is.
you know, the protein and the main thing. So,
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, impressions from the judges?
So the pork chop is cooked very well.
Great.
We like that.
Great.
I think doing the open-faced sandwich makes the presentation nice. Would have liked to have seen a little bit of color, but I like the open face. And the glaze on the top is tasty. It really it pairs very well with the pork chop.
Good.
I think the texture of adding the bread underneath the pork was really smart.
Thank you.
Yeah. You definitely did a good job with the Nutter Butter cookie as well. It's not too strong. I don't get like peanut butter, so that was also a nice touch. But I think you're right about the seeds. They do add a little.
Yeah. Did I just hear Kurt crunching on one? You betcha. Sorry about that. Now I know.
All right.
Excellent. All right,
Great.
let's bring up our final contestant, Alice. Why don't you tell us about your dish today?
Yeah, sure. So I made a pork pie with a sauce on the top that has
Salem, I'm
some
gonna get a good look at your.
some things in it, like, there's orange in there, and there's some salt, and there's a little bit of honey, and there's onions and garlic. It's basically like the leftovers from the pork, and then all the pork stuff is in there with the jelly, and I also put some of the guava in there, and the guava's on the top as well, and then a beautiful peanut butter cookie crumble.
I like how
It's a big experiment.
well the cookie crumble is spread across
Yeah.
the plate.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
really took a lot of care to do that.
Almost looks thrown.
Almost.
Almost.
It's as if it was thrown onto the plate.
Ooh, try just a little bit of that by itself.
Just put it top.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Alice, what were the biggest challenges today?
Well, it turns out that it's really hard to bake something in 15 minutes, so I don't know if the pie crust is fully cooked. It's probably okay. Yeah, that's pretty much the biggest challenge.
Speed baking.
Speed baking.
New Olympic sport.
Yeah.
Yeah. Salem, let's start with you. Impressions of this dish. Yeah, I caught you at the perfect time.
Yes.
Mid-chew.
I think the sauce on top, just trying it like by itself and with the rest of the dish, is really good. I almost wish there was like a little bit more on there. But overall, the flavor of this dish is really good. The pie crust could have done with a little bit longer in the oven, but it's not raw or anything, I don't think.
I like the mixture of the flavors. I think they all like paired really well together in the pie, so I'm impressed.
Yeah. I think doing a pot pie definitely throws the creative factor up. So that's pretty impressive. I'm with Salem. I almost wish that sauce had been dribbled over the whole thing, because the rest of it gets a little bit dry, but the flavor inside that you put together, I think was very good as well. I'm a little concerned that there wasn't much of the peanut butter cookie in terms of overall use of the ingredients.
Excellent.
Cool.
All right.
Piece of sauce right there.
Our judges are going to finish up,
Not finishing the whole thing.
and then we'll begin our deliberations on a winner. In the meantime, comment who you thought
Actually, could we have all the plates?
had the best presentation,
Remember who's the who's?
Wait, you want all of them or just
creativity,
I think
Just one of each, yeah.
Okay.
and style in general.
Yeah, we'll leave hers and not my utensils. Okay. And you guys are gonna leave the room while we
Our
deliberate?
contestants are going to hop out.
So we're still gonna not reveal until it reveals to the audience. We can talk about it. So what were your general overall thoughts?
I think creativity, Alice definitely gets some points. And also Abbey, that was something I definitely wouldn't have thought of to do.
The sauce idea for Abbey, honestly I was concerned about the sauce, but had it not had seeds, obviously the seeds were a downside for it, but had it not had seeds, that was it tasted a lot better than I expected watching her put it together. So it was really good. I like that Jacob added the salad and incorporated ingredients. I was a little bit worried that the salad was just going to be a side thing without some of our basket ingredients, but he incorporated that. That was good.
I think presentation-wise, his was very
Yeah.
strong.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. So do we feel like we know? Does everybody feel like we know where we're going? So I think, why don't you go out with the camera and our audience and have everybody come back in so we can just confirm that we all have the same thing, and we'll set the plate up for his reveal.
Absolutely. Let's go check in on our contestants, how they're feeling.
There we go.
Live cam getting
Yep.
maneuvering here.
Hi, Ian.
Hi.
Hey guys, so our judges have deliberated. They're
Are they ready for
reaching
us?
their final conclusions right now. Just how about y'all's impressions of this process and cooking under the clock?
It was a lot more fun than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
I think we were pretty stressed out before.
By that he means beforehand we were all almost in tears. Yeah.
Um,
But we ended up having a great time.
yeah, it was overall it was a fun experience.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great.
I think that-
Would do it again?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that like all of us did pretty well, judging by like our cooking ability and our confidence. We all like really
Better than
Yeah.
than I
like
expected
I don't know
would
who's
do.
gonna get chopped.
Yeah,
Abby,
I don't know either.
Abby, what was the favorite thing that you saw done in someone else's dish?
I think I liked that Alice just really like went with the pie theme. We were kind of joking about it beforehand and like all the crazy things we could do, and she just went with it, and I respect that. I do. That took some
Thanks, dude.
took some effort. And
What about you, Jacob? What was your favorite thing that you saw incorporated?
I tried a little bit of Abby's after the judges were tasting, and I think she really nailed the flavors.
Awesome.
And I think that hers was really good. I haven't tried Alice's, so I can't.
Yeah, true.
I don't have an opinion yet.
That's great.
I think that first of all, like Jacob stayed so calm the entire time, and just like immediately was like, oh, obviously I'm just gonna bread this with peanut butter cookies, and just like did it, and didn't like, it seemed like nothing was phasing him, and that was pretty awesome. And like, I tried his, and the flavors are so good. So yeah.
Abby, they're ready.
All right.
All right, they are ready for our contestants to get a decision here.
Just turn and look at the table. Yep. So go left behind.
Alright, so before we reveal who's chopped, just to let you guys know, this was a lot harder than we thought it was going to be. It was really, really close, and we feel bad having to even chop someone because they were all really great dishes.
Yep. We did. We liked everything that we had, and we've been joking a lot about this. So I was surprised. I didn't know what was going to come out on the table, but everything that you guys made was very, very good. So are we ready for the reveal?
Yep.
Yes.
Abby, you have been chopped. I think, I don't know what we would have done had you taken the seeds out of the sauce, because that would have made, honestly, that was probably the thing, that part of that made it almost unedible because it was crunchy, but the flavor of the sauce was so good that I think all of us agree that had that not happened, I don't know what we would have done. It would have been a much more difficult decision. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Great job, Abby.
Some good sportsmanship at the end there.
And I guess that's it for this edition of Chopped, but stay tuned. Next week we have a lot of surprises for you that will be coming out on our Facebook page pretty soon, and sometime after that we will be doing Chopped Edition 2. We've got to let Alice and Jacob duke it out for the champion, right? Thank you guys.
All right, bye.